Saturday, August 20th, 2022, coming to Hartford, Michigan at the Van Buren Poorhouse Museum, it's Ghost-O-Rama. Ghost-O-Rama is a one-of-a-kind event. It's a paranormal meet and greet / flea market / Comic-Con, car show, and much, much more. There'll be paranormal groups, the Ghostbusters, the Mystery Machine, spooky vendors, live band, ghost tour, Jurassic Park, killer cars, food truck, disc jockey, historical museum, kid haunted house, and much more. Van Buren County Historical Museum. That's right, out at 58471 Red Arrow Highway, Hartford, Michigan, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an outdoor market, which is free to the public. That's right, you heard me. It's open to the public. There'll be a museum tour, $5 per person. Also, from 9 to 11, a ghost tour, $20 per person. That's right, Ghost-O-Rama is hitting West Michigan, Saturday, August 20th, 2022, at the Hartford Van Buren Poorhouse Museum. This is sponsored by Southern Michigan Paranormal's UnrestrictedRadio.com, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society.
Good morning, guys. Well, yeah, there's a little bit of a difference. I mean, poorhouse where, poor people go to be safe and, poorhouse where people go that actually make money or spend it, however you want to look at it. Good morning, Santy. Good morning, Rusty. Good morning, Caucasian. Hope you guys are all doing well. I would say happy Monday, but that's kind of a, it's a non-existent fictional thing. People think Sasquatch is fictional. Happy Monday. That's even more, they were all poor. Yeah, they actually, some of them done well. I mean, don't forget, there's a lot of those girls that started off as working girls that, actually was able to get the money together to buy their own places and become the madam. So I don't know. Not all of them were too awful poor. I mean, there's a lot of really famous madams in history that, started off as the girls working for someone else. Oh, I know, Sasquatch is real. Sasquatch is real. I don't consider Sasquatch as camera shy. I really want one of the t-shirts that say, Sasquatch hide and seek champion of the world, or however they read. I personally think that would be pretty cool to, sport around. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. Saturday night was tough, guys. Mark and I had set up and, we'd planned on leaving the investigation at 2 o'clock. There was no 2 o'clock. We literally started packing up at like 3 minutes till 2. And, we were getting ready to go and tell everybody else we were heading out. It went from 2:59 till 3 a.m. No 2 o'clock. The time changed at 2 o'clock, and I just couldn't help but tell Mark, well, we kind of blew that 2 a.m. takeoff time, because it was an hour to get me home, then another 40 minutes for him to get home. So, I wound up getting home just a little after 4, and he wound up not getting home till almost 5. Yesterday was rough. I laid down for about an hour, got back up, and started editing. And at a little after midnight last night, finally got in bed because the video was so compact of noises and the words, the communication, stuff like that. It took over 12 hours to encode and upload. So, is it just me, or if you wore a black hooded robe, wouldn't this look like KKK channel with that background? Ouch. Yeah, I think I'm going to work on that background today. Throw a few, historic figures and he is the Grand Dragon. I am the Dragon ass. Yeah, that's. But I wouldn't know the KKK details of the KKK doctor. No. And my sister actually dated a dude when she was younger. His dad was high up in the organization. He even had like a little statue that stood right inside their doors, like 3 foot tall, of a little dish. And she didn't even know. She didn't even know when they were dating because this dude was so different than his dad. But she went over there for the first time. There's this little statue doing the whole raised hand, thing. And she never wanted to go back to that house again. Oh, no, you're fine. Oh, at least I got some sleep last night. But man, I'll tell you what, this time change thing, I was telling Santee just a little bit ago, by the time we get adjusted to it, it's almost time to switch back. And yeah, then you go through it all again by falling back an hour. I woke up this morning and thought, oh man, I was going to work on a video today and stuff. I've got the premiere tonight of the investigation video. It's after 6 o'clock. And I realized, oh wait, inside me, it was just a few minutes after 5. Yeah, all you have to be is narrow-minded and undereducated. Hey, Stephen, good morning, bud. Hope you're doing good this morning. But yeah, we're doing the premiere of the Tosi's investigation tonight. It was interesting. It was very interesting, to say the least. Good morning, American Justice. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well this morning. Hope you had a good weekend. American Justice in Texas. What a name. What a name. Texas is a country unto itself, man. I love Texas. I wish I could get the wife out of the Midwest. We'd go back down that way. Arizona, Texas, something. She won't leave the Midwest though. I hate this background. I do not like their green screen on this. One day it's set perfect and not doing any of that flickering and transparency, and the next day it's all buggered up. Hold on, I'm killing this other light. We'll deal with the jiggles. We'll see if that helps. And it didn't. Let me see here. Good morning, Ma. Good morning, Tony. Oh, goodness gracious, goodness gracious. But the nice thing is it's already 35 degrees here. The temperature's gone up almost 5 degrees in the last hour. This week is supposed to be beautiful. I might even talk to Mark, See if he wants to do a cemetery or something this weekend. Because right now our next scheduled investigation isn't until the end of next month, and I am not going to go 5 weeks, 6 weeks without an investigation. I considered green screen, but when I saw the results of now, see my normal green screen, my normal green screen's great. I love it. I have no problem with it at all. But they've also got an environmental adjustment and a main subject adjustment that you can make this transparency and stuff not happen. On StreamYard, they have one little slide bar that's only about that big, and that's 100 digits. So it's hard to even take your stylus and adjust it off that transparency and stuff. So yeah, it's and Rusty's getting right into it this morning. Let's do some history. 1644, England grants patent for Providence Plantations, now Rhode Island. (1743), first American town meeting is held in Boston's Faneuil. Looks like a word out of Lord of the Rings. Faneuil. Boston's Faneuil Hall. 1794, Eli Whitney patents the cotton gin after stealing it from the black cotton gin machine, revolutionizing the cotton industry in the southern United States. (1812), U.S. Congress authorizes war bonds to finance War of 1812. Buy war bonds, 2 cents. (1821), African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church founded in New York. (1858), Ellen G. White receives a vision while attending the funeral service of in Lovett Grove near Bowling Green, Ohio. Just now trying to get my studio part done. I'll tell you what, getting a studio and trying to figure everything out, if it wasn't for Santee, I wouldn't be able to do anything with this green screen stuff. I mean, he is in all rights and means my mentor when it comes to figuring out this green screen stuff, editing. And I've got this great big studio, and this is where I sit 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's like my own little jail cell. 1862, Battle of New Bern, North Carolina. General Burnside conquers New Bern. all that. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Whitney gets attention for that cotton jam. They did something far more important. He built a Colt Walker. Very true. 1864, Union troops occupy Fort de Russy, Louisiana. 1870, California legislature approves act making Golden Gate Park possible. Where would we be without Golden Gate Park? That's where Kirk and all of them landed that stolen Klingon bird of prey. You know, when they slingshot around the sun to go back and save the whales. $1880. Now here we go. Now we're going to start getting mail popping in here and blocking the damn chat. Yeah, just what I need. Carasote hair care and yoga classes and keto. Let's see here. 1880, Salvation Army of England starts work in the U.S. at Harry Hill's Variety Theater in New York City. Yeah, empty food pantry. That's exactly it. 1888, second largest snowfall in New York history, 21 inches. I see your 21 inches and I scoff. Yeah, they hit the bay at the end of the movie, but if you'll remember right, they landed in Golden Gate Park, and that's when when the ship was cloaked, and that's when they entered the city to find the whales. Oh, dude. 1896, Sutro Baths in San Francisco opens by Cliff House, closed September 1st, 1952. Don't forget about your Jerry curl. I didn't get anything in email for Jerry curl. Thank God. 21 inches, bragger. 1900, U.S. currency goes on gold standard after Congress passes the Currency Act. It's all right, Tony. Dude, I spent most of my younger days doing nothing but watching Star Trek. I was in here last night getting the video uploaded, and as it was taking its sweet time, and I actually found Will Wheaton, Wesley Crusher, has got a new channel here on YouTube. It's called The Ready Room, and he was in his most recent video, he was interviewing John Delancey, the one that played Q, and he's done Patrick Stewart and several other ones. But Will Wheaton's a big YouTuber. He loves YouTube. He loves talking to people. I'm actually thinking about emailing him and seeing if he wants to be on a Friday night interview one time. I heard he's very, very open about talking about his career and all that stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool to have him, or, you know, even John, because John Delancey believes himself not to be a huge star. He believes himself to be a moderate star, that if it wasn't for his fans and stuff like that, he wouldn't be where he is today. 1903, first national bird reservation established in Sebastian, Florida. It's time to dust off the old Star Trek DVDs. Just get on on a streaming channel, dude. You can find all the movies, all the shows, everything. I get on Hulu; they got every one of them on there, at least all the shows. Yeah, there's actually 5 Star Trek series on TV right now, and they're looking at making in the future. They're looking at 3 more of them, and they're actually going to do the next movie with Chris Pine and all of them. It's been confirmed they are working on. They're waiting on Zoe Saldana to get done filming the new Avatar, and then they're going to go into production, straight into production for the new Star Trek film, what they refer to as the Kelvin timeline. So we'll see what they do with that. 1904, in a landmark case. I love it when they start like that. In a landmark case, Northern Securities Company versus United States. The U.S. Supreme Court finds the company has violated the Sherman Antitrust Act. 1907, by presidential order, Japanese laborers are excluded from entering the USA. 1910, Lakeview Gusher, the largest U.S. oil well gusher near Bakersfield, California, vented to the atmosphere. Actually, he's married, dude. Yeah. Wes, yeah. And this is where that diabetes thing comes in at. Will Wheaton is married and got a couple kids now, one or two. Timing is everything. See it my way. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. 1913, John D. Rockefeller gives $100 million to Living Histories or to Rockefeller Foundation. Wishful thinking, right? 1918, first concrete ship to cross the Atlantic. Faith is launched in San Francisco, the first concrete ship. (1922) KSDAM in St. Louis, Missouri begins radio transmission. 1922, WGRAM in Buffalo, New York begins radio transmission. Oh, wait, we can't do an investigation this weekend. We have the, well, not that I, yeah, I don't want to think about it. Is that a kind of joke based on some interview he did years ago? Oh. I got you. Yeah, amen to that, Santee. I've got the Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show coming up this weekend. That's going to mark our 3-year anniversary on YouTube. It's going to mark our 3-year anniversary on our very first video, because the Living History Trade Show was our very first video 3 years ago. I don't even have the money for the entry fee, let alone to go in there and snag up any of those amazing deals on guns and stuff. It's a shame that you and Dan are so far away, because this place is the place to go to get the cheapest guns, to get the cheapest clothes, to get the cheapest accoutrements, all that stuff. I mean, you want to talk about props to go into a prop warehouse or a prop trailer. This is the place to go to do it. I can't imagine what the gun prices are going to be this year. 3 years ago when they did it last, I seen countless guns for under $200. And these people have held on to these things for the last 2 years because of COVID, not being able to do the show. I could just about imagine what the price, how cheap the prices are going to be this year. They want to get rid of that old stuff and get new. Let me see here. 1923, U.S. President Warren G. Harding becomes first president to pay taxes. 1931, first cheater built for rear movie projection. First cheater, first theater built for rear movie. Jesus, God, my eyes. 1933, Civilian Conservation Corps begins tree conservation. I'm intrigued. What's in the pot? Oh, coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. 1935, 36 Folsom becomes first line to use one-man streetcars in San Francisco. How you doing this morning, Stoner? Good, I hope. Hope you had a good weekend. What's your report on the show? It's going to be what? Be interesting what your report on the show is going to be. Oh, I will go in there dressed in all my Western fineries, and I will be just walking around talking to folks and, well, showing off all their goods. (1936) Federal Register, first magazine of the U.S. government, publishes first issue. Guns ain't so scarce these days with bullets and primers. Forget those. Yep, and you know, it's really kind of sad that it's that way. I don't know if it's ever going to change. There's so many people living in fear these days, man, about everything going on in the world. They snag that stuff up the second it hits the shelves and comes off the transport truck. I've told you guys before, there's a place right down here, not very far from the house, that there's a group of businessmen that got together. And every Monday, when the truck comes in, these guys are sitting in the parking lot at 7 o'clock. The truck comes at 8. And by 10, they have bought every piece of brass that comes in on that truck. Every piece. There's nothing left there by noon on the day the truck comes. 19 copy The Elixir of Life. Amen. 1937, Battle of the Century. Fred Allen and Jack Benny meet on radio during their feud. 1940, 27 killed, 15 injured when truck full of migrant workers collides with a train outside McAllen, Texas. Yeah, it's going to be a real fun show. I look forward to this. I've been really disappointed the last 2 years that we've not had the show, and now we're having it. 1948, Freedom Train arrives in San Francisco. Every day is a blessing. Most definitely. Most definitely. Every single day, and I say it all the time, every single day that I can wake up, kick my feet out of the bed, and wiggle my toes in the carpet, it's going to be a hell of a day as far as I'm concerned. The hard part's over. 1950, FBI's 10 Most Wanted Fugitives program begins. Okay, I bought all my needs while the Trump slump was going on. 1953, KOLR TV, Channel 10 in Springfield, Missouri, begins broadcasting. 1954, KDAL, now KDLH, TV Channel 3 in Duluth, Superior, Minnesota, begins broadcasting. A few rounds here, not specify amounts on recorded. I don't blame you. 1958, Recording Industry Association of America is created. 1958, U.S. performs a nuclear test at that place just north of Vegas that glows in the dark. 1960, 14 die in train crash in Bakersfield, California. 1964, Girl Who Came to Supper closes at Broadway in New York City after 112 performances. 112? Not bad. Better than those ones we had last week that closed after one performance, closed after 12 performances. Why? Because they sucked. We've had them on here closed after 312 performances, closed after 500 performances. Hell, Cats has been performing for the last 20 years and still going. Cats has been performing so long, all their hair's fallen out, and they're still performing. I might catalog my ammo in tons. I know where I'm coming to live if the world goes to shit. I'm coming straight to Tony's place. I'll set a tent up on the back 40 somewhere. 1964, Dallas, Texas. Jack Ruby sentenced to death for Lee Harvey Oswald's murder. Good morning, Jan. Hope you're doing well this morning. I'll tell you guys what, though, even for you that are into history and not as much in to the paranormal, the premiere tonight of the Tosi's Italian restaurant investigation from Saturday night has got a lot of very interesting history. We're talking billionaires, championship boxers, and mob bosses have all come to sit down, not to mention one of the biggest murder atrocities in the history of the Midwest ended exactly 2 blocks away from this location. So longest run I had in a Broadway show was 6 months. I gotta say, 6 months is not too bad. You can fit a lot of shows into a 6-month period. That's why I tell no one where the cabin is at. Yep, just got up. I've not been up that long, dear. This time change thing got me all boogered up. Stubble conflict with Missouri is pretty large to high. Yeah, it is. The Santee Show starring Glenn Ford and Santee Scott. 1967, JFK's body moved from temporary grave to a permanent memorial. Oh, Jan, it is definitely worth the wait. I was so proud of it when I got it, when I got the video completely edited yesterday, and then I spent the next 12 hours trying to get it to encode and upload. There was so much detail in the video that it didn't want to upload, or didn't want to encode and upload. I started working on it at about 5 o'clock yesterday, or a little after 5 o'clock yesterday morning, and I got in bed at about 12 last night. So it was let me see here. 1968, great year. CBS TV suspends Radio Free Europe free advertising because RFE doesn't make it clear it is sponsored by the CIA. Glenn Ford be awesome. Yeah, Glenn Ford would be great as you. Santee. Who'd make a good Santee? Yeah, Glenn Ford. Glenn Ford. TV show appearance. 1971. Barbara Streisand appears as on the Burt Bacharach special on CBS. I remember all those old TV specials they used to have at night. I kind of miss those. Kiefer Sutherland as me. I don't know. I guess Kiefer would work. Sam Elliott could play you. I could see Sam Elliott as Santee. You're a special kind of stupid, aren't you? Bill, you touch my cookie one more time, you son of a bitch, and we're going to make you a ghost permanently. "1972, 14th Grammy Awards, Carole King's It's Too Late, Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine, Carly Simon, Isaac Hayes, Muddy Waters, and Bill Evans wins. Who ain't sponsored the CIA? Only every taxpayer out there. John Candy. Yeah, John Candy in his present form is about as active as I am. So yeah, John Candy would work. It's a good one, although most youngins won't know who he is. Grammy Awards 1972. Muddy Waters wins his first Grammy Award for his album They Call Me Muddy Water. They Call Me Tater Salad. Yeah, amen to that. 1973, future U.S. Senator John McCain is released after spending over 5 years in North Vietnamese prisoner of war camp. 1976, U.S. is back at them big flashy tests in the Nevada desert. Tater salad. And they call my son Tater Tot. 1984, Challenger moves to Vehicle Assembly Building at Kennedy Space Center for mating of STS-41C. Oh, funny in a similar way. Gotcha. Good morning, Taryn. Hope you're doing good this morning. You know, it's actually funny. Taryn popped in here the other day. Danny and I were talking. Since he's got sponsors with these different places that make coffee. I had said something to him about talking to them about getting a ghost brew or something like that made up, and he said that he's discussed it with a couple. He's looking at another local coffee maker, and I told him, I said, well, or he said, we could always make our own coffee, roast the beans, grind it up, bag it. I said, yeah, we could call it Paranormal Brew. And then I thought of Taryn. It's like, okay, yep, she might have that name. She might have that name registered, so we might have to come up with something different. I mean, I guess I could always say, try the Midwest Parahistoric Society's Paranormal Brew, inspired by Taryn Kerpler. history. 1992, New York met Daryl Boston, Vince Coleman, and Dwight Gooden accused of rape. Good morning, Mark. Hope you're doing good this morning. We've not had a farm aid. We've not had a farm aid thing come on here in a while. 1992 Farm Aid 5 held in Irving, Texas. Performers include Waylon Nelson, John Mellencamp, Neil Young, Arlo Guthrie, Asleep at the Wheel, Kentucky Headhunters, and Texas Tornadoes. Not this Wednesday, but the next. I have a panel of 8 coming on my show to discuss the JFK conspiracy. Very interesting. Oh, wait, it continued. Bonnie Raitt, Tracy Chapman, Paul Simon, and Mary Chapin Carpenter. Not sure what we've been talking about, but Bubba News. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's Farm Aid, Taryn. Oh, Mark, my God, man. I left a message on the on our chat last night when I got everything done. I stayed in bed for about an hour yesterday morning after I got back home, little over an hour. Got back up, started editing, and at noon I got the editing done. I start encoding, and there was so much detail in the video, so many things that we didn't hear with our naked ear that I've heard in editing or I seen in editing at 12 minutes after 12 last night. I finally got it encoded and uploaded and set to premiere tonight at 7. That's how video editing went. But there is a lot there. We even picked up a shadow person on camera when we were in the wood fire pizza room. So, yeah. I donated $50 Farm Aid. I still have the bandana. Very cool. Let's use that Willie's bandana. You get contact us. Do you know how much audio I have to listen to all the way back from Cashtown in November? Oh my God. 1993, 3000th performance of Nonsense. Yep, and I actually watched it on the computer, Santee, because I wanted to make sure before I put it in the video that it was actually what I was seeing. And because of the position, you know, I've got the 36-inch monitor up here, so I could see everything in detail. And because of the angle I was shooting at, like the table and Tommy and Randy and Kennedy was this, well, yeah, let me do it this way. Wait, no, we're backwards. They were over here. The window I caught the figure in was directly behind them. And Mark was back here and the cameraman was over this direction. So it wasn't none of them that we seen. Besides that, there was no backlight to cast a shadow on that window. So yeah, definite shadow person. And you could tell they kind of walked in front of the window and stopped and watched through the window before they turned and walked on. So yeah, it was really, really, I'm like, wait, what? I went back and watched it again and watched it again. Then I stuck it up on the big screen. I projected my video up on the big screen so I could see it. And I was like, holy shiitake mushrooms, dude. Somebody actually walked from the entrance of that place, stopped in front of the window, watched for like 10, 15 seconds, and then walked on. 1995, first time 13 people in space. You had me at Wood-Fire Pizza. Bubba, I'm telling you what, if you are ever in the Stevensville, Michigan area, look up Tosi's, Tosi''S, Italian restaurant. This place is like being in northern Italy. The atmosphere, the food, everything. I mean, even their goods that they make everything with is shipped from Italy. It is, even the bread was amazing. They make everything from scratch. It was great. Yeah, there you go, Mark. That's the best way to put it. The food in the restaurant was hauntingly good. 1997, President Clinton trips and injures his knee, requiring surgery. Yeah, that's what happened with Monica Lewinsky, too. He tripped and accidentally fell into her. Well done. 2005, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. Buddy Guy, the OJs, the Pretenders, Percy Sledge, U2, Frank Barcelona, and Seymour Stein. 2006, Mike Wallace retires from the U.S. News program 60 Minutes after 37 years. It was a very cool place, Taryn. But I personally seem to think that the Morris is going to blow all of them away. I mean, they've never had an investigation there, yet they keep a ghost light lit on the stage 24 hours a day, which tells me that they're acknowledging the fact that there is stuff there. Southwest, right up against the lake. It is, I think, just south of St. Joe or just south of Benton Harbor. Mark actually grew up in the area, or his parents live in the area, so he could tell you better exactly where it's at. But it's the southwest part of Michigan. Homemade pizzas made, yep, brick fire oven. I'm 50% Italian. Sign me up. Amen to that, girl. The only part of me that's Italian is my love for real Italian cuisine. And this place is just, I mean, they brought out a bowl of pasta. This had to be a 6 or 8 quart bowl full of homemade penne pasta with their house-made marinara. They brought out a huge bowl of salad, a big bowl of fresh bread they baked there. Oh my. Sorry, but the whole Monica Lewinsky joke was hard to swallow. Not as hard as getting that cigar lit afterwards was. Hall of Fame 2011. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees include Alice Cooper Band, Neil Diamond, Dr. John, Darlene Love, Tom Waits, Leon Russell, Jack Holzman, and Art Roop. There you go. Yep, just south of St. Joe. Have a special blend cigar and relax. Yeah, special blend. Good morning, Ty. Good to see you, bud. From Calabria. Yeah, even the pasta maker, Taryn, the pasta maker that they use today was made in Milan. When they immigrated here, they brought their pasta maker with them. I mean, I was talking to the family, and it's like, most immigrants came here with nothing but the clothes on their back. The Tosis came here with 1,000-pound pasta maker. And, they bought the 10 acres in 1938 and built kind of a refuge for Italian immigrants. The whole place looks like an Italian villa. And in 1939, opened the restaurant, and 3 owners later, it is still going strong. It was expensive. 2016, NASA releases data showing February 2016, warmest month ever recorded globally, 1.35 degrees Celsius above long-term average. 2018, NASA twin study finds that Scott Kelly is no longer identical to his twin brother. After 1 year in space, 7% of his genes altered. Wow. 2018, U.S. students across America commemorate Florida high school shooting with mass walkouts across the country. 2019, U.S. Senate passes resolution overturning President Donald Trump's national emergency declaration. Nothing is true. We're discriminated against as well. Weird how that always happens. There's always discrimination. 2019, former U.S. Democratic Representative Beto O'Rourke announces he is running for president. Yeah, that went really far. 2019, Google announces its employee Emma Haruka Iowa has broken the world record for calculating pi. I don't know about calculating pi, but I know everything about eating it. Calculating pi to 31.4 trillion digits on Pi Day using Google Cloud. 2019, California officially free of drought for the first time in more than 7 years. December 2011. So I'll talk Italian with you anytime. I'll be loving me some Italian. Especially the homemade Alfredo sauce. My wife has been doing her best to find a perfect recipe for Alfredo. And it's really funny because, we got to the restaurant and I was talking to Kennedy's uncle in the kitchen, her Uncle Dan, and made a remark about, oh my God, if my wife seen that 5-gallon container full of real block Parmigiano, she would melt into the cracks in the floor. And he's like, take a few blocks home to her. Nope. I know what crappy American Parmesan goes for, but Parmesan imported from Italy, no. It is pie day. Ooh, wonder what kind I'm gonna make today. That's all, folks. Thank you, Rusty, for another really cool today in history. That's pretty cool. There was some nice stuff in there. Then again, there usually is. Good morning, Fish. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good today. Paul Newman's. I didn't even know Paul Newman made an Alfredo sauce. There's actually a generic Alfredo that's out there that is probably the best Alfredo I've had yet. She's tried to make it a couple times. Now, my ex-girlfriend's dad spent decade and a half in Italy, and he made his right there on the oven. Whenever he made pasta, he made the Alfredo from scratch right there, and I watched it. But she cannot find a recipe that's just right. It only takes 1% human DNA to be changed for a human being is not considered a human anymore. Change 1% human DNA to become nothing more than a warm-blooded mammal. If you're ever in New Jersey, Graziano's restaurant or Philly, Mama Maria's. Ooh, I'm going to have to figure that out. I want to come to New Jersey sometime, see some of you guys. Mangia, Italian. Yeah, we actually got, and this is what really threw me off, we actually got some Italian EVPs. So I don't know Italian. I'm just writing the words down or typing them in where people can read them. But we actually got some Italian EVPs, which is really cool. Good morning, KG. Hope you're doing well this morning. No more snow, living histories. Hopefully, amen to that, brother. Oh my God. We have gone up 6 degrees since the wife left at 6:30. I was standing out on the back robe saying goodbye to her, or out on the back deck in my robe saying goodbye to her, and it actually felt comfortable. I mean, there was no wind, it was calm. All the snow has pretty much melted overnight. It's supposed to be pretty all week long. It's supposed to be gorgeous. So we could only hope that winter is finally at a close. I'm hoping and praying for our sake that Mother Nature actually got her hand on some Midol and a warm rag, and she is kicking back and just chilling out right now for a while. Jersey has 2 stringent gun laws I want to visit. Where's JJ? I should probably transcribe it. Morning, Jay. Just listening on my way out delivery area. See you tonight. Yep. We will see you tonight, bud. You take care of yourself. Be careful out there and have a good day. Currently Mount Ephraim, about 15 minutes from Cherry Hill. Buongiorno, good morning in Italian. Wow, I didn't realize you spoke Italian, hon. That's cool. What are you doing out here? You're supposed to be working. Uh-oh, Jay. Your wife called you play and you're in trouble now, bud. What came first, Italian pasta or the Chinese noodle? I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I hope so too. Got to paint my decks, move lawnmower in place, snowblower. Amen to that. I'm looking forward to getting out there and doing some stuff in the yard this year, especially getting my garden set back up. I live in Monroe Township, Texas. Might be able to translate some of the Italian for you. Gun laws are insane. Taxes are worse. Governor can suck it too. Remember some of it. My dad was born in Italy. Good morning, Norma. Good to see you this morning. Illinois ain't really better. Gotta go work for a damn 3-hour class. Mark, what are you doing this weekend? PDX, good morning. Good to see you this morning. I've served on the Jamesburg Fire Department 20 years. Good morning, Candy. Hope you're doing good. Besides working? Yeah, that kind of sucks. Well, Saturday and Sunday is the Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show up there at the fairgrounds. And I know there's going to be several reenacting groups up there, getting rid of things, Civil War groups, Vietnam groups, cowboy groups, French and Indian War, Revolutionary War, stuff like that. That's why I was asking. No, I was actually going to get with you and see if you wanted to do a cemetery or something Sunday night or something like that. And I thought, oh wait, crap. Got the Living History Trade Show. I'll be up there all day Sunday with Mike, checking things out and filming and stuff. Since it's our 3-year, that's our 3-year anniversary of being on YouTube, and our 3-year anniversary of our first video, which was the Living History Trade Show. So, oh yeah, the time change has got me completely screwed up, bud. I guess these message on Messenger. I don't worry about it. It was worth looking at twice. That's a Whorehouse Museum. No, that's in August. That's in August. The museum. This weekend. I'm so happy I finally caught you all alive. I try to go every morning, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings and evenings. Sometimes I just need to skip out on one. Of course, tonight we'll be premiering the video from our Saturday night investigation. It was good. It was really good. But I'm glad you caught us live too. Take care, Mark. We'll catch you later, bud. Have a good day. Try to make the best out of your meeting or your class. Which one, Norma? The Living History Trade Show or the investigation? The Living History Trade Show video, you know, I'm not ashamed to say it was my very first video. It was my very first my very first time editing, and it sucked. I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible. But yeah, the investigation video, it was, I wouldn't wish that crap on anybody. I'll be honest with you. It took over 12 hours. There was so much in it that we missed while we were there that I found in editing, and I had to put it on the, I had to put like the words and stuff on the screen. There was so much in that video. It took over 12 hours to encode and upload. I started encoding at noon yesterday, and it finally encoded or finished encoding a little after 10:30, and then it took the next hour and a half to upload. It was such a big file. So I decided I wasn't even going to put it out this morning. I was going to wait till 7 o'clock tonight and do a premiere on the 7 o'clock live stream. Doing my exercises while listening. Yep, I'm doing my exercises too. And I know you work in the medical field, so it's, of course, it's important that you stay in shape and physically fit. But, you know, here we go. Curl, twist, flick. Suck. Curl down, curl up. Curl down, curl up. But yeah, normally investigation, incredible. Incredible. This year we have been blessed with some of the best investigations that, you know, and we're only in March. You know, what is the rest of the year going to be like? There you go, curl down, and up is my coffee. That a girl. I knew I liked you for some reason. She was hoping I would comment on her pictures, but I didn't. She's trying to get me to screw up, and I'm not going to mess this chance up. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Do not fall for her games. I will get on a train, even if I have to do the hobo thing and ride in a boxcar. I will come to Iowa. I will find you, and I will repeatedly beat you amongst your head and shoulders if you even respond to that winch. I will beat you like the scrawny little dark-haired stepchild that you are to me. Is lifting coffee cups and guns considered a workout? Yes, that is a resistance workout. There's some weight behind a gun. That is considered a resistance workout. My son lives in Burlington. Curl down and up with my coffee. If so, I'm good. Guns, yes, we love guns. We love guns. Burlington's 30 minutes away from me. That winch. Oh, Taryn, honey, if you knew the shit that this girl has been putting him through for the last year plus, you would you would be taking a flight out here to hop on that train with me and go out there and beat the crap out of him if he falls for any of her tricks. Need to get a restraining order, dude. You need to get a restraining order. Her and her boyfriend are psychotic. You need to get in a restraining order and try to keep her away from you and those girls. Kick his arse. Exactly. He needs sometimes I think he needs to be kicked in the arse. I don't know, I got a few extras if you want to do that workout. We're bad little boys. We are bad little boys and girls in New Jersey. We aren't allowed to just go get guns. You have my word, you should go back on training order of guns, crossbows, and axes. Already had one person reported yesterday for methamphetamines. And she's still out walking around. And see, right there, Ty, right there. There is a restraining order in place, but she keeps violating it, and the local police will not do anything about it, which means you need to take it to a higher authority. Take it completely out of your town, take it completely out of your county, go straight to the state police. Go straight to the state police, go straight to your attorney and straight to your judge. And you let them know that she is consistently over and over and over again violating that restraining order, and local police and county will not do anything about it. Call them out. That's why there's lawsuits against police departments every single day, not just fake ass lawsuits for people who don't like the boys in blue, but actual lawsuits that stick because these lazy ass people don't want to get up away from their Dunkin' Donuts and their fucking coffee long enough to go out and do the things they're supposed to do, and that's innocent get hurt. I belong to Union Hill Gun Club, largest indoor shooting range on the East Coast. My youngest has a crossbow, but I ain't really into them. Makes you wonder about our justice system. State police won't do anything. I've already been down that road. Good morning, Raves. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Diva. Hope you had a good weekend. State police won't do anything. Then you got to go to your attorney and you got to go to the judge. And if your judge won't do anything, you find a judge that will. Yeah, I know. Drew said the F word, and Drew very seldom ever says the F word. Drew actually said the F word in the video because something spooky this way came. When we were in the kitchen at Toastie's, I caught it after I had encoded the video, and I'm like, well, crap. Yep, I can't take it out of there now. But yeah, Drew, on occasion, when it's something like startling or something very emotional, Drew slips up and says the F word on occasion. Drew don't like to because Drew tries to be professional and Drew F's up once in a while. JJ to apologize to all the folks here for teaching Drew the F word. My mom is cheering you on. Go Drew. Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. You came out here, you spent a little over a week with us, and you became part of my family. You became my younger brother. You became my son, whatever you want to be. And I'll tell you what, the shit that your local law enforcement and everything has done to keep this psychotic twat waffle away from you just blows my mind. I mean, they have done nothing to protect you and those little girls. And it's almost like they refuse to do anything until your body's found laying face down out in the middle of a field somewhere and the girls are gone. And it pisses me off when local law enforcement takes that pledge to uphold justice and uphold and support the law and refuses to do anything because their fat asses are rooted to a chair somewhere with a Twinkie in one hand and a cup of cappuccino in the other. There's enough people that are competent the judge won't give her any sort of custody. There's quite a few people that are in full belief that I'll end up full care and custody of the guy. I believe so. If they follow the law to the letter like it should be, then they should, number one, they should have locked her chunky butt up months ago and accidentally dropped the key down a sewer pipe. I mean, her drug addiction, her wanting to sell prescription drugs and stuff like that, her dealing with illegal narcotics, having people or dating people and having people staying at her house that are not supposed to be around children, but all the children are there. Gosh, what else? Her psychotic, crazy, life-threatening boyfriend who, I mean, straight up to your face said he was going to kill you in front of your kids and make them watch. You know, number one, threatening someone's life is illegal. His ass should be locked up right now. So, I mean, I've told you, and I've told you, and I've told you, buy cameras. Put the cameras in your house. Put them outside of your house. That way you are protected 24 hours a day if that psychotic asshat tries to come in your home and do anything. Whenever you see them in a store, whenever you see them at a gas station, whenever you see anything, you put your phone on record and you slide that sucker down in your pocket, or you put it in your shirt pocket. So not only is it filming, but it's recording constantly. The same as having a damn police cam on your shirt or on your coat, except it's hidden. And according to federal law and FCC communications, in the event of recording a conversation, only one person in the conversation needs to be aware that recording is taking place. So you don't got to tell them. Cops around here overfed by local farmers. Yeah, that is, well, you know, Iowa, the corn-fed cows, corn-fed deer, corn-fed cops. I'm a parent of a large family. I would never put my kids in danger. They both should be locked up. Hope that was good for the rest of their lives. Amen. Amen. Some people just need to be shot. There's too many things against her, and everything's in my favor. Clean clothes, full tummies, roof over their head, clean, stable environment, nonviolent surroundings. You got it. A lot of people up in dash cams in their cars. They caught police and lines. Very helpful in accidents. Very much so. It's not chunky no more. I sent you the pictures. Now she's smaller than I am. It's called methamphetamines. Right now, she's still got a pretty smile. Give her 5 more years when she's suffering from a bad case of meth mouth, and she won't be so pretty no more. Look like somebody took a can of olive colored paint and painted a skull. Tyler in New Jersey, the only difference between the police and organized crime is retirement package. Very true. It's that way in a lot of places. Yeah, you better have cameras up and running. I just know how you was when you was here about your little girls. And you've had them now a year and had a complete flip-flop in their health, their welfare, their everything. You have committed everything to the health, welfare, safety, and emotions of those girls. There is no better father out there that I have seen than you. And for the courts to even entertain, I mean, for the judge to even waste taxpayer money having a hearing behooves me. I mean, if he was worth his weight in water, he could literally look at that file and say, I'm not wasting my time with this crap. This bitch is stupid. I am not wasting my time with this crap. Drugs, chomos living in her house, domestic violence people, people who have already been accused of murdering people living in her house, drugs, alcohol, hoeing around. There ain't no way I'm sticking them little girls in there. And as for the oldest daughter's dad, I still ain't buying that crap. It just makes way too little sense for this boyfriend to threaten your life because he wanted the baby's daddies out of her life, and he wanted them to leave the kids alone. And then the oldest daughter's dad turns up dead in the field and they say it's suicide. Really? I don't buy it. The law. I agree. Entitled to waste court. Yep, exactly. All right, Rusty. Have a good day, bud. Take care of yourself. Get them chores done so you don't get grounded. We hate to see you grounded. So get them chores done. We'll talk to you tonight, bud. Oh, laws are too lenient. A good judge would go above and beyond to make sure the right things happen. Yep, that's how I feel it should be. Carry it with me when I leave the house. Better carry it with you in the house. I mean, you know, at no point in time did anyone say that you have to. That's a very, very fast movement right there. If somebody, you know, busts in your front door or something at night, that's a very fast movement. So keep the chamber empty, keep everything clipped until you absolutely positively have to chamber one. Carry that sucker with you 24/7. Put it under your pillow. put the safety on, of course. If I do remember correctly, you like to stick one hand up under your pillow when you sleep at night. I would hate for you to deafen yourself when you, you know, accidentally, oopsie. Just don't do anything. Oh yeah, Raves. That's something I don't have to worry about with him. Here in America, we have states that are called you know, stand your ground states, and a stand your ground state, that just depends on how lenient or how tight the state wants to make the rules and regulations. Texas, you know, one of my favorite places that I've ever lived, had a law that if somebody walks on your property, if they're walking down the road and they walk into your front yard, you only have to tell them once to leave your property. They are not welcome there. They were not invited. If they keep moving towards you, you can drop them straight in your front yard. Other states, people have to be inside your home for you to legally be able to do that. So it just depends on the leniency of the state and stuff like that. But yeah. She's not a suspect anymore. They ruled his death as suicide. I'd like to know how he killed himself. If he was so decomposed when they found him, there was no stomach or anything left. There's no possible way they could tell if he overdosed or not. You know, it's just suspicious. Okay. The boyfriend likes to threaten the ex-boyfriend's lives and stuff, and then one of them turn up dead in a field outside of town somewhere. Yeah, like this guy took a whole bottle worth of pills and then walked however far, half mile, whatever, out in the middle of a field and dropped down and died. I'm from UK, so I don't ever see guns. Which part of the UK are you in, Raves? Are you in Canada, or are you over in over across the ocean? Teach kids not to touch it. See, that's the thing, Tony, with her constantly calling Child Protective Services and Department of Health and Human Services and stuff like that. Him teaching the kids not to use it is not good enough by their standards. Any gun that's not on his person has to be locked up. Corpse inside your house. Exactly. Good, thank you. Smoke a joint, be happy, get the munchies. That's her problem, Fish. Is she wants to eat his ass out when she does it, and she'll do anything in her power to get to it. Jamie and Candy and Wookie here on video chat on Messenger. That was an accident. She's in England, across the pond. Okay. I'm glad you're in England. I want to show you something. Ugh. This is a TDP 45. This is a CO2 air pistol. This is an Umarex. Yeah, Umarex. I learned about this gun and this company from an English YouTuber who buys Umarex guns. They are called home defense weapons. And that pistol right there fires at 745 feet per second. It will drop somebody. You shoot them in the forehead, it will drop them. And like I said, I learned about that gun watching an English YouTuber who buys those guns because they're legal. They're not actual guns. They're air guns. They're BB guns. But he's got the Umarex assault rifles. He's got the Umarex shotguns. He's got the Umarex pistols, and reviews them right there on his channel in England. So they don't fall under the restrictions of guns. And I know in that short amount of time, I'm on Facebook, which hope I missed anybody. My 14-month-old granddaughter was on my lap yesterday as I was teaching her not to chew on the revolver. Hey, Buford, good to see you, bud. Never too young. I have one of those. Looks like a 9mm. Kind of misplaced it. I'm told the cat and ball pistols are okay in UK as well. I don't know about cap and ball because I know that a lot of reenactors over in the UK that reenact like the Revolution or reenact historic battles from England and Scotland and stuff like that, they have to have a special permit for the muskets and things like that. The cowboy reenactors have to get special permits for their blank firing pistols or any actual black powder pistols that they have. So I don't know about the law on cap and ball pistols. I've heard both. I've heard they're permitted. I've heard they're not permitted. So I don't know. Yes, I know BB guns, but never seen one look like that. Yeah, you actually have to get on their website, Umarex. It's UMAREX. But you can get on their website online and you can see the selection of guns that they have there. And they've got some that are very, very expensive, and they've got some that aren't expensive at all. The one assault rifle that I seen that guy do, he had a target set up in his backyard. And he was standing clear across his yard and firing, 45, 50 feet at this target and just dead centering it every time. And I mean, it's just a constant. So, I mean, they make some good ones. I'm 53 years old, seen real gun once. When armed police turned up, when I was shopping. It's so rare. Yeah, from what I always understood, the police, very, very, very few of them, unless they're a special operations unit, even carry guns in England, which gets me. I mean, everybody says here in America, the reason the police are afraid to answer a violent call is because the offenders normally have more powerful guns than they do. But when you're in some place like England, what are you going to do? Carry your billy club with you and hope that they've got a rock or something? I mean, please, if people feel like the police are overgunned here, I can't imagine what they feel like over there. Have grandbabies would never let them have their mouth on the barrel. Just me, they say. Yeah, I don't think I'd let my grandbabies chew on barrels of my pistol. Oh, it was the hammer. Okay. All right, I got you. That's cool then. Needs to be checked. I have a huntsman with a laser. I had you on Facebook. You have to be a license for it. Telling you over here. Just check about Captain Ball. Our police don't carry guns. Only special armed forces. Yeah. Point is, all of the grandkids have no fascination or curiosity about a gun. They know they just handle it. Raised in our state, handguns have to be registered and licensed, but the public don't have guns normally. Nope. And I know, and that's it. It almost seems like Parliament followed it. I don't want to say this the wrong way because I have a lot of English friends that I love dearly, friends in the UK and stuff. But it seems like, in a way, Parliament followed Hitler's belief that the quickest way to control the people in your country is to disarm the people in your country. And, in a sense, and I really honestly hate that fact, but in a sense, America broke away when we formed this country. They broke away from Parliament and the English beliefs and stuff. But, with the Queen and the royal family basically being figureheads and Parliament being the actual operational government. In a sense, that's exactly what America became. Our president is a figurehead. He really honestly has no power because Congress can stop anything he tries to do. So it would be no different than the Queen saying, we're going to go to war with France. And Parliament says, no, we're not. Ain't going to happen. No. The president's got the same power here. We're going to go to war with Russia. And Parliament says, no, we're not. No, we're not. Ain't going to happen. We're not going to approve it. I went to America once. I loved it. I was scared because I see the guns. After sitting on that, checking on the hammer education. Let me see here. Like father, like son is in here. I know I missed a few. There's Triple B's. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, father, like son. It does work. People break into your house without a gun. You're not going to die from some trigger happy idiot. Very true. Look at Ukraine. Some assholes invaded and the government is passing out free guns to everyone. You don't have Grumpy sold at the time I get there. I'll pay to shoot Grumpy. Morning, Danny. Good to see you this morning, bud. Yeah, I kind of had to change it just a little bit. That finger sticking up and stuff. I've got a solid lump of metal by my door and a dog. I know I'm safe. Well, at least you feel safe in your own home. And that's the most important thing. is feeling safe in your own home. I'll probably wind up keeping a hold of Grumpy. Ty, you know, I was gonna try to sell my guns, so I had cash. So I had some money, not just for the Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show this weekend, but also, you know, to pay for the StreamYard. It's past due. Keep myself in cigars, investigations, things like that. Some new equipment. I got to get Danny down here and hang out. I got to get Danny down here and just hang out for the day. It gets boring in here. People who break into your house don't care about gun law. Exactly. And that's the bad thing here, you know. A lot of people break into your house, they got a gun or they got a knife. Our police like to taser our heads. Someone breaks into my house, someone is going out feet first. I'm a 2A guy, and my wife and I both have guns. And see, that's exactly how I feel about it, Tony. And that's why I was honest with the chief of police when I moved here. It's like, Chief, you know, you've been through the house, you've been friends with the family for years, you've seen my sword, you've seen my axes, you've seen my knives, you've seen my throwing hawks. I mean, you ever get that 911 call, somebody's broke into the house in the middle of the night, don't bring a body bag, bring grocery sacks, because they're going to go out in pieces. You know, the very first thing in my reach when I get startled awake at night is my bearded axe. The second thing in my reach is my 6-foot-long claymore that throws like a spear. So if I don't stick them to the door, I'm going to wind up taking off an appendage. It's either going to be a head, a leg, something. So bring grocery sacks. Our police like to tell, let me see here. I only have to show my gun 2 times and they apologize all over the place. It's extra special. I was there when you made the exchange. I recorded you shooting it for Santee. Yeah. Oh, I know, Danny. I know. You got things to do. I got things to do. It's just kind of hard to get them schedules, you know, jimmied up together. And when I do get my hands on a little extra funds for the group, though, I'm going to start looking into some of those cameras like you used at Hotel Nichols. That laptop that you said that you had for me, I think it would be great as a home base. And then hook the cameras up to it so we can monitor locations where no one's investigating at. See, old dude can learn a trick or two. That's why you're the mentor investigator and I'm the mentee. Mental, mentee, whatever. That's why I learned from you. Local gunshot, my 6 revolvers ran. Good job, Tony. Go get them guns. I'm back, armed with coffee. Good morning, Marco. Hope you're doing well this morning, my friend. I'm not against guns, just not used to. Guns are only dangerous in the wrong hands, but I do agree you have the right to protect yourself and your family. Amen. You're right. Hey, Brooklyn, good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. Hope things are good in the Big Apple. They walk up and break in, but I can promise they will leave pushing up. Yeah, Oh yes, the new revolvers and stuff are for the grandkids. But now they're in, and Grandpa gets to take them out to the shooting range and show them how to use their brand new safe little gun. Ruger Wranglers. Ooh, nice. I'm doing good, Marco. I'm doing good. Finally catching up on sleep from the Saturday night investigation. I was plumb tuckered, bud. Our time changed at 2 a.m. Sunday morning. So, you know, Mark and I were planning on leaving the investigation at 2, and our clocks went from 1:59 to 3 o'clock. And it was an hour drive to get me home. And then it was another 40 minutes for Mark to get home. So I didn't get home till after 4 o'clock. He got home at almost 5 o'clock. And I was back up again a little after 5 and started working on the video, and got in bed last night at about 12 after 12 midnight. That's how long it took to edit, encode, and upload that video. There's a lot of stuff in there, and I'm going to premiere it tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Right here on the channel. So you guys will be able to see just what this little restaurant is all about. Competition shooter, talk fast. He's a Vietnam vet. Just sitting on them till Christmas. There you go. Cool beans, Danny. Thank you. All right, I need to get making my craft. Have a great day, everyone. Lots of love, peace. You too, Rave. Take care of yourself, sweetie, and we'll catch you later. How'd it go? It's a restaurant. Dude, it was absolutely freaking amazing. It was amazing, man. I'll tell you what. I'm going to say that it follows in line with the rest of our investigations this year so far, just off the scale. Off the scale. It was great. Oh, not shooting. Granddad's 22 Ruger. That was actually some good video footage you sent me, Ty. Grandpa's job is to educate them, not arm them. I'll be doing something, recording this weekend. Cool. I know it's going to be beautiful here. It's supposed to be beautiful here the rest of the week. We're almost at 40 degrees right now. Almost all the snow's gone here in the yard. Our neighbors have still got a little bit piled up where they plowed at. But other than that, it's really looking good here. And hopefully winter is finally over. Like I said earlier, hopefully somebody gave Mother Nature some Midol, laid her down, put a warm rag on her forehead, and, you know, things will be better for her, you know, at least for the next 8 months, 9 months. Down on Branson area. I'm going shooting probably Sunday. As of right now, I'll be up in Kalamazoo on Sunday. I'll be up there at the Living History Trade Show at the fairgrounds with my buddy Mike, filming. I can't, regardless of whether I have money or not to get anything that they have on sale up there, I got to go up and film it. I mean, this weekend marks our, like I said earlier, it marks our 3-year anniversary on YouTube. It marks the 3-year anniversary of our very first video, which was the Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show. So that's where I'll be Sunday. As for Saturday, not really sure. Probably just kicking back here in the house. Give her some Xanax. Have a car to unload and podcast production. All right, Danny, you take care of yourself, bud. Have a good day. Hopefully I'll see you this week. Be kind of cool. It's been too long. We need to just hang out and chillax a little. Smoke a couple cigars, BS around. Just have a good time. Take care, Tony. Have a good day, bud. And we only got about 5 minutes left, guys. My God, the mornings fly by. Jeez, criminy. But you take care of yourself, and we'll catch you later. But as I said before, don't forget tonight, guys, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are premiering our Tosi's investigation. So loved, many never left. So it's going to be very revealing. Let's put it that way. See you soon, Drew. I'm going to head out for now. Message me later if you get free time. You got it, bud. I'm planning on trying to put up a video, or at least work on a video to release tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I've got some ideas. Just depends on what I find. So yep, be there or be square. You got it. And like I said, with this video tonight, not only is it going to be just the investigation, there's a lot of history there. Tosi's Italian Restaurant, they broke ground on 10 acres in 1938 to make a place for Italian immigrants to go so they didn't miss Italy as much. 1 year later, they broke ground on the restaurant, and it has been going since 1939. They have a lot of the original Tosi's recipes from northern Italy. They make everything by scratch, including the pasta, the sauces, the soups, everything. The breads, the rolls, the pies, the cakes, everything is made by scratch there. So it's a very well-loved place, but that place, because of its history, has got ties to famous athletes, Chicago mob bosses, and millionaire car manufacturers. And of course, we'll talk about all of them in the video. Let's just say that Emile Tosi at one point in time owned a very, very expensive Italian car. and made friends with a very, very rich Italian car manufacturer who came to Tosi's to have dinner. So a couple of famous athletes, one of which, let's just say, flew like a butterfly and stung like a bee. And we're going to leave the Chicago mob boss and one of the worst crimes to ever hit Chicago history, where the weapons used was found right by Tosi's. So I'm going to leave you guys with that for now. You can use your imaginations. Italian cuisine, you got it, bud. And oh my God, it was amazing. We got there, they brought us out a huge bowl of homemade penne pasta with their in-house marinara sauce, huge bowl of bread, salads. Oh, I could live and die in that place a happy man. But all right, guys, we are out of here. It is that time. It's time for me to be like a tree and leave. Time for me to be like a frickin' baby and head out. Time for me to be like a bunch of birds and get the flock out of here. So I will catch all of you guys tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Make sure and share out that stream. We need share out the video ahead of time. That way we got a hell of a crowd, because it is a hell of a video. I can promise you that. But until tonight, take care of yourselves. Take care. Oh, and by the way, anybody who has their own YouTube channel, they want their merch shown off in our videos, our live streams, whatever, get with me. I will send you an address where stuff can be sent to, and I'll wear your t-shirts. I'll drink out of your coffee cups. I'll wear your hats. It don't matter. It don't matter. But until tonight, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And we'll catch you all tonight. Until then, have a good day, y'all.